Hello, welcome to Tea with Trina. How are you? If it's your morning, good morning, your afternoon, good afternoon, or evening, good evening to you. I am Trina Boldenfield, and I'm coming on with Tea with Trina today to talk about speaking up matters today. And before we hop into our topic, I do want to share with you what I'm having for tea. Um, I'm having green tea, jasmine green tea with honey, and I absolutely enjoy jasmine tea. And it's green tea, so I feel like, okay, it's a little bit healthy, green tea and jasmine tea. So I'm gonna have have these together and enjoy this tea. It smells so lovely as well, and it's really hot because I just brewed this pot. hmm and it's good. It's the perfect amount of honey. I'm not for sure what you're having, what you are enjoying for your beverage today. If it's coffee, tea, or water, hopefully you're enjoying it. But I did want to come on and talk with you today about speaking up matters. And I want to talk about this today. This is like a little breakaway from some of my normal content that I've been posting as of late, because I think this topic is an important topic to address, and that I just wanted to share some of my thoughts with you about it, because some of us are facing times where it's really time to speak up and speak out, do some things that will help to bring awareness to, raise a voice for. And I'm not for sure if you've ever felt like you wanted to speak up, but didn't know how, or if it was your place to do so. And I also think that there are people who are fearful of backlash or what will come from the speaking up and speaking out. And so I wanted to talk about this today because I think it's just important to address. And I will share a little bit of my story with you, and you can feel free to drop a hey in the comments, or a comment that, if you connect with something that I'm sharing, feel free to say that. And if you're here watching the replay, welcome as well. You can let me know that you're here watching the replay. But I really want to have an honest conversation today. And it may feel a bit uncomfortable, but I believe that it's necessary, because we are in times where I believe it's important to speak up, and speak out. And do that now because I think our future, our work, our lives, our journey, with humanity, matters. And so I wanted to talk about this, because I've been in places where I have had things happen around me, or people trying to say things, against my person or against my character, just because I am who I am or because of the color of my skin. And there have been people in the workplace that I've had this happen to, and they've just sat silent and quiet, and didn't feel the need to speak up in a way, and that whatever was happening would only impact me. And I'm talking about this too because I think we face that across the board in different places where people don't speak up, or may not feel empowered to, or may not feel like what's happening is impacting them. But the truth of the matter is that silence is powerful. It can harm, it can protect you, but it can also cause harm. It can cause harm to the person who may need support, or harm to you down the road, by not speaking up. And I think that there's a lot of times where people stay silent because they don't want to get involved, or that has nothing to do with them, or they may be afraid of what somebody else may think, or they may not believe that their voice makes a difference. But I want you to really pay attention to the importance of using your voice and the importance of speaking out, because it really matters. Your voice does. And staying silent in the face of injustices upholds the very thing that is happening, that injustice that's happening, and can cause that injustice to continue. And so it's important to speak up. It's very important to speak up. Um, it's im it's important to speak up because, um, when you do, you support your fellow person who may need that support, but also you can be supporting yourself down the road when things need to shift and change. I remember when I was in grad school in class, and there was a conversation where a professor was really singling in on me as a person who knew information about a certain demographic just because of the color of my skin, that I knew more about um, being poor just because of the color of my skin. And so I spoke up for myself in that room, in that moment, and opened the door for so many other people to then begin to use their voice. And when they did, the whole energy in the room and the conversation shifted. And the professor saw and understood that she had singled me out and made a mistake by doing so. And ended up coming to talk to me to apologize and really share what she did and how that could was not a good impact on me in the class and during that day. But so many people started to use their voice from then on, and that was because I spoke up in the moment. And there are many times where things come up where it's important to speak up and to not hesitate. So that we can do better for ourselves, for those who are around us, those and those who are in our communities collectively. When we use our voice, we are stronger, right? We start to build opportunities that other people can benefit from. And so it does take workplaces that have cultivated a company culture that is inclusive. It does take communities that are willing to provide services that help somebody else in need. And it does take cultivating environments where people feel safe, valued, and heard. My spouse Jerome posted a post on LinkedIn about psychological safety and how important it is. And it's so important to have that in environments, in spaces, workspaces, spaces where we may go to school. And so I would love to hear your thoughts about the importance of speaking up and why it matters. I would love for you to provide your insights on that in the comments. Let me know what you are thinking. I think that the truth is that if we truly want change and want things to be better for humanity, we have to be willing to be a part of it. We have to be willing to use our voice. We have to be willing to speak up and say something. And so if this resonates with you, I would love for you to share your comments in the comment section. Know that our voices are powerful and it's important for us to use it. I was sharing with someone the other day that, what my one of my uh, clients say, a closed mouth doesn't get fed. It is so true. If we are silent, nothing changes, right? But if we speak out, we have an opportunity to impact positive change for ourselves and for others. And so it's so important to speak up and speak out. And so I wanted to come up on here and share that sharing your voice really matters and speaking up matters. And so I want to encourage you to speak up in these times specifically, especially to speak up and share your voice and do more support for those who are in need. So comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are about speaking up matters. I would love to continue the conversation. Thank you so much for tuning in here with me for Tea with Trina, with this lovely team. And I'll be back on um, moving forward to share more about a number of things that I'm working on, thoughts, what's on my mind, what's on my heart, and some of the work that I'm putting out there as well. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I look forward to talking with you soon.